Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my home. So this video, I thought that we would go through our most famous products that we sell within the clinic, and that would be the Lotions P50. So these ones right here. We have four different formulations. And they are all for different skins. They're all as effective as each other. Well, three of them, let me just check. So these three are the core, what I would call the core Lotion P50s. And then we have the add-on, which is the PIGM400, which treats pigmentation. And I'll go through that one at the end and explain why it is that we at the Embassy.Of.Beauty use this one as more of an add-on as opposed to an everyday exfoliation. So first of all, main question, what do they do? So they are acid exfoliators. They are chemical exfoliators. They are going to exfoliate your skin faster than what it would do naturally. P50 stands for peeling over 50 days. A natural skin cycle is about 24 to 26 days, and this works over 50 days, so double that skin cycle. The main focus of these products is to exfoliate your skin, which means that it will purify your skin. It will help to remove blackheads, whiteheads, any sort of heads that you have on your skin that you do not want. It will tighten your pores, it will remove that flakiness, it will hydrate your skin so your skin will be plumper and more supple. And it is an overall health and brightening product. It is an amazing product. You have to use this product every day in order to see results. I know that there are a lot of products out there which are chemical exfoliants on the market that you can use every 2 to 3 days or once a week, or skip between one exfoliant and another. With these particular products, you have to use them every evening. You start to see the results after the cycle is complete, so after 50 days. Well, actually, a lot of my clients and myself, actually, I started to see results after 2 weeks. But the full results really come out after 50 days, and then using it on a daily basis, you will just maintain those results. I nearly forgot the most important part. The very last thing that this product does, which is, for me, very important, is that it opens up your skin to allow the products that you apply after it to absorb better. So basically you have a lot more efficiency in all of your serums and your creams and your masks, whatever it is that you apply after these products, your skin will absorb much more efficiently and you will have a lot more result from those products. These also don't work as a 1, 2, 3 step program. So basically it's not working from the gentlest to the strongest. It doesn't work that way. The way that these work is that we go through your skin or you look at your skin, and that's so important. In the mornings or after you've cleansed your skin, or in the evenings after you've cleansed your skin, have a look and a feel and experience your skin. Is it tight? Is it rough? Is it has it got a lot of blemishes? What is going on with it? Really look at it and have a feel and see what your skin needs, and then choose the 3 top focuses that you would like to focus on and just focus on those. Because if you tend to focus on too many issues, none of them really get fixed. So choose your top 3 and then go from there. But like I said, it's not a 1, 2, 3 step process. It's not start from the smoothest, from the gentlest and get to the strongest. If you need the strongest, it means that your skin is really thick. If you need the gentlest, it means that your skin is really thin, but I'm going to get into all of that. So let's get into what are the main ingredients within all of the Lotions P50s. So they all have differences, but as a product, they all have all of the following ingredients in common. The first is the most important, all of the different acids. So these all contain alpha hydroxy acids, beta hydroxy acids, and polyhydroxy acids. So your alpha hydroxy acids within these formulations are your citric, your malic, and your lactic, generally referred to as fruit acids. Apart from lactic, that one is milk. And their main goal is to exfoliate your skin, to turn your cell renewal, so to turn it over faster than it naturally would. They're very simple ingredients, and they're also really quite, the ones that we have chosen, they're very gentle. It's not like a glycolic, which is really irritating to the skin. These are very gentle. So that's why they are good for most skin types, or as we refer to them as skin instants. The next ingredient is the beta hydroxy acids. So the beta hydroxy acids that we have is salicylic acid. And the salicylic acid is quite a strong ingredient. It's quite astringent, meaning that it's drying to the skin and it's purifying to the skin. But the amazing thing about salicylic acid is that if you tend to suffer from acne, especially cystic acne, it is amazing at killing it in its tracks due to its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial or bacterial properties. So basically, when you feel a flare-up coming on, we usually recommend to apply a product containing salicylic acid, and it will literally kill it in its tracks. So that's what we have within our formulations. The P50V, on the other hand, actually I will go into that one later. So they pretty much all contain salicylic acid or a form of salicylic acid. Then we have polyhydroxy acid. So this is actually one of my most favorite acids. I haven't seen it in many other products, and I think it just has the most amazing results. It is a gentler acid by far than all of the other acids, even the alpha hydroxy acids that I've mentioned, because it is a larger molecule. So it's like a little bubbles, and this bubble is larger than the other bubbles. And what that means is that it sits on your skin, on the surface of the skin, for longer. It doesn't penetrate as quickly, which means that it has a more lasting effect, and it also is super illuminating and brightening to the skin, which we all want. I mean, who doesn't want that super bright, healthy complexion? So those are all of the main acids that we have within our P50s. All of the other ingredients that I'm about to mention are also all contained within every single formulation. The next ingredient I want to explain is cider vinegar. Cider vinegar is what gives these lovely products that distinctive smell. Smells like cider vinegar. These are not products that smell amazing, but they are amazing for your skin. We use cider vinegar within the Lotion P50s because they are a preservative. We use that instead of alcohol. Alcohol is a very irritating ingredient. It's very drying and irritating to the skin, whereas cider vinegar preserves it but doesn't do those negative things to your skin. Cider vinegar also has other minerals that are really healthy for the skin. It also goes through a fermentation process, which is also very healthy for the skin. So every single ingredient that is added into these products has been really thought through in every single aspect. The other ingredient we have ingredients like magnesium chloride, phytic acid, vitamin B3. Vitamin B3 is so important, otherwise known as niacinamide. So this ingredient we have in so many of our products. The majority of our creams hold this ingredient. We have our famous mask, the Mess Vivant, which is basically made out of yeast, has this ingredient. And what B3 does, which is so important, is that it regulates the skin. It protects the skin. On our skin, we have a shield. And we need to keep that shield as balanced as possible. And this shield, which is a natural shield, which is produced by our own body, consists of bacteria, oils, hydration, mainly those three things. And when you have all of those three things in balance and enough of those to create this shield, if you have the perfect combination for you, you have the perfect skin. perfect. Our customers, or if you have any sort of sensitivities, if you have acne, if you have blotchy skin, if you have dehydrated skin, if you have dry skin, it means that this shield is not fully operational. So within BR and at the Embassy.Of.Beauty, our focus is always to strengthen this shield, and B3 niacinamide is one of the best ingredients to help that happen. And then very lastly, we have NMFs within these ingredients, natural moisturizing factors. So these are what are known as humectants. So this is what is hydrating to the skin, and the way that your skin gets hydrated, which is very different to nourished. Just think of it as like eating versus drinking. So when you're being nourished, you're eating something, and that is when you're putting oil on your skin or a lipid on your skin. That is feeding your skin. When you are hydrating your body, you're drinking water, but you can't just put water on your skin. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't absorb. So the way that we do that with skincare is that we add NMFs, and what they do is that they allow your skin to absorb water from the environment, from your atmosphere, and absorb that into your skin. And these are super, super highly important for your skin. In every single ingredient, in every single product, you're always wanting to have some variation or some sort of hydrating or natural moisturizing factor within it. Now to the exciting part. How do they differ? Which one is for you? Which one do you choose? So the first one that I would like to speak about is the Lotion P50W, because this is the one which the vast majority of our clients use. It's the one that I use throughout the majority of the year, bar winter time. And hello, Louis. This is Louis. Oh, he's gone already. The Lotion P50W is the gentlest, and when I say the gentlest, like I said, all of the ingredients that I mentioned before, they are in every single one of these lotions. It doesn't differ. The main thing that differs is how much of each of the ingredients are in each formulation. And we do that not because we want the product, the gentlest formulation, to be less effective. We do that because we want efficiency, maximum efficiency for everybody. So for example, if you would use the wrong formulation, you would not receive the results that you want. If you use a stronger formulation than what your skin needs, it's not going to work. You will be irritated, you will be dry, you will be dehydrated, you won't have a non-flaky skin. In fact, your skin will flake even more because it will be dry. So it's super, super important to really understand and look at your skin and really choose the one that's for you, and not be almost stuck on, I just want the strongest formulation, because I used to be like that. I'd be like, look, I just want the strongest one. I'm going to use it like 3 or 4 times a week, and I'm going to be good with that because I just want to get there quick. It's not about getting there quick. It's about taking your time. You will get there, but get there in the right way. So back to the Lotion P50W. The Lotion P50W is obviously the gentlest, and the added ingredients that it has that none of the other formulations have is arnica. So arnica is a healing ingredient. It's a soothing ingredient. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, my mom, if I fell down and bruised myself, the next thing I knew, my mum was slathering arnica cream all over my body. So basically it's the same concept. It's just healing, and it's gentle, and it's soothing, and it helps to make your skin relax, to absorb and introduce these new pretty strong acids. So even though this is the gentlest version we have, please understand these are really strong. These are really, really strong products. That is the P50W. The P50W is for you if you have what you would consider a normal skin, which is basically a perfect skin. I mean, you're not dehydrated, you're not dry, you just want to have that brighter, fresher complexion. You may want to tighten your pores a little bit more. You may want to just get rid of a little bit of flaky skin from time to time, but otherwise you're pretty good. I mean, you're good. The other type of customer that the P50W is for is hormonal. So if you tend to get those monthly really annoying breakouts, this is also fantastic. The reason for that is because it does have a tiny little bit of salicylic acid in there. So basically it will kill the gently, and every day it will kill whatever is growing underneath the skin during that time of the month, and so it will just never come up again. So that's why it's a favorite amongst the majority of our customers. The next one, V. V is for vitamins. So this one right here is really impressive. It is slightly stronger, but it doesn't contain salicylic acid. It contains sodium salicylate instead. The difference between the two is that they both have similar functions. So they both are antimicrobial, bacterial, and also anti-inflammatory. But the sodium salicylate, which is a powdered version of salicylic acid, is much gentler and not as drying and dehydrating to the skin. So basically it's really good if you have dry skin or if you have dehydrated skin on a regular basis. It's slightly stronger in order to break through that barrier. So basically when you have a dry or dehydrated skin, it means that your skin is thicker, which means that the acid that you then apply needs to be slightly stronger to get through that barrier, just ever so slightly. But at the same time, we don't want to dry it out, which is why they very intelligently put sodium salicylate in that baby instead of the salicylic acid. The other little ingredients it has within the P50V is the sponge extract. So this is really interesting. So basically the sponge extract is an anti-aging ingredient. And what that is that in its powder format, which is what is in the P50V, it has like these little fibers on it, which basically act like needles. And when they come into contact with the skin, it produces this sort of micro-inflammation reaction. None that you will see, none that you will feel. Don't worry, you're not going to be like all of a sudden, poof. It's not going to happen. But you won't see it, you won't feel it, but you will see the results of it. So it has this micro-inflammation reaction. And what that does is it then tells when something is inflammatory on your skin then thinks, oh, crap, I need to repair this. So then your skin starts producing all of this stuff. And some of this stuff is very good. So some of this stuff is collagen, which is plumping to the skin. Some of this stuff is elastin, which is smoothing, anti-wrinkling for the skin. And so it basically makes your skin produce, your body produce its own elastin and collagen in larger amounts than it usually would. The other thing that this ingredient does is that it slows down the elastase process. So that the elastase process is the dying out of your natural elastin. Nobody wants that, but it happens as we age, it's gonna happen. And the elastin in your skin, that is what makes your skin smooth and wrinkle free. So it basically stops your skin from producing more wrinkles, or it slows it down. I'm not going to say it stops it completely because that's not true, but it slows it down, which is an amazing anti-aging ingredient. The next ingredient is walnut extract. So this is more of a protective ingredient it protects your skin from the environment. It does also have some anti-aging properties to it, and That is the P50V. So the P50V I would recommend again to anybody who has a dehydrated skin, to anybody who has a drier skin, to anybody who doesn't have sensitivity or reactivity in your skin. If you're sensitive and reactive, you need to go for the P50W. So you need a slightly thicker skin to be using this. So like I said in my last video, the majority of the year I'm using the P50W, but in the winter my skin is thicker. So in order for it to penetrate and have some sort of effect, I need to be using the P50V. Okie dokie. The Lotion P50 Pure. Oh crap, I've got them the wrong way around. This is the W. This is the W. This is the Pure. Okay, so the Pure version is actually the version that we sell and recommend the very, very least. I don't like recommending this product because the majority of our customers do not have the skin that needs this particular product. You need a very thick skin to use this product, almost like a leathery texture. And the majority of people who live in the UK do not have that sort of skin. It's not a skin that we see every day or that we come across. The only time that we really do recommend the P50 is if our clients tend to have recurring problems with cystic acne. So cystic acne is something which, and it's recurring, which is usually a hormonal problem. And this deals with it very, very well because it contains the highest amount of salicylic acid. So it's very good at killing the cystic acne within its tracks, basically, or calming it down as soon as possible. But generally, I don't like recommending this product to too many of my clients. The main ingredients within this one is sorrel and myrrh and onion and myrtle. And all of these ingredients are basically astringent and they're purifying, and they are going to help to mattify the skin, purify the skin, and get rid of that really thick skin, keratinized skin, and purify the skin for those who have oily tendencies or acneic tendencies or cystic tendencies. But again, if you're mainly acne orientated, and if that is a problem that you have as opposed to recurring cystic acne, I would recommend the P50W. If it's cystic acne, then the P50. But again, I would just apply it where you have the cystic acne and not apply it everywhere to the face. Very lastly, but not least, by no means, we have the Lotion P50 PIGM400. So this one I've done last because at the Embassy.Of.Beauty, we use this as an add-on. This one we recommend for clients who have a particularly dull skin or for clients who want to tackle their pigmentation, any type of pigmentation. This is the one that we recommend. But we recommend to use this one as well as one of the core P50s. So basically, we would recommend to apply this one on first. For example, if you are trying to tackle pigmentation, you would apply this only to the areas where you have the pigmentation, and then you would apply one of the other core P50s over the top. So you're basically essentially layering the products. If you're looking for that brightening effect and you haven't really got very many issues with your skin, then you can try to just use this on its own, or again, layer it using this one first and then add everywhere on the skin, neck and chest, and then applying one of the other P50s after over the top. The first one is mandelic acid. So mandelic acid is also an alpha hydroxy acid, but it isn't in any of the other P50s. The mandelic acid is particularly good at brightening the skin, funnily enough. Hence it's in the Lotion P50 PIGM400. It's also a lot more gentle than the other alpha hydroxy acids which are in the other P50s. So that's sort of the reason why we don't find that this product is as effective in exfoliating your skin as all of the other P50s, because it has a much lower concentration of the malic, citric and lactic acids as these three. So this one is really mainly focusing on brightening and pigmentation and illuminating your complexion. The next one is Australian finger lime extract. Yes, very exotic. So this one is, it's a fruit in Australia, which basically contains naturally its own alpha hydroxy acids, and we're using those particular ones for this P50. The other two ingredients, which are actually really, really interesting within this product, are Palmaria palmata and a complex of flavonoids and alpha hydroxy acids, which is a secret complex that Biologique Recherche have come up with, produced within their labs. And these two ingredients, one of them, which is the Palmaria palmata, this one prevents further pigmentation from occurring. So basically, it slows down the melanogenesis. I hope I am saying that right. I don't know if it's a French accent or an English accent, both of them mixed together. I don't know. If you guys know, you let me know. But I say melanogenesis. Genesis is good. And what slowing down the melanogenesis means that it is slowing down the melanin process within your skin, which means that it is slowing down the pigmentation process with your skin. So it is actually preventing pigmentation from occurring. The complex of flavonoids and AHAs, what they are doing is they are stopping the pigmentation from occurring as well through its anti-tyrannase activity, but it's also lightening and exfoliating. So that's why this product is particularly good if you're going through the depigmentation process. Again, it's to be used every day, every evening. I don't recommend to use any of these P50s in the morning, no matter what your skin situation is. Even in the UK, where we don't see that much sun, although I have to say, during the first lockdown, sun was good. I'm a bit of a sun bunny and I enjoyed that element of that first lockdown. Okay, so that is the roundup of all of our Lotions P50s. I hope that I have answered all of your questions. Ooh, one thing I forgot that I know that we're asked quite a lot, actually two things. The first thing is the P50 1970 formulation. The 1970 formulation had an ingredient called phenol within it. Phenol is an ingredient which numbs the skin. So basically, the formulations were pretty much the same, apart from the fact that they contained phenol. And that ingredient was and is banned within the EU, so we don't have it in the UK, although now that we're out of the EU, I'm not quite sure, but either way, it is an old formulation. The 1970 P50 was created in the 1970s. These were created in modern day, in my lifetime. So these are much more effective. They are much more, they're newer, they work better, they're just better all round, and we do not hold the 1970 formulation. The next thing I wanted to talk about, and very lastly, is the vitamin A retinoids, using that in conjunction with the P50s. This is a question that we get asked almost on a daily basis. Retinoids, vitamin A's, tretinoins, however you want to call them, they have very many names. They don't work very well in conjunction with hydroxy acids, in our opinion. In our opinion, we've seen quite a lot of irritations on skins from our clients to our team to me, and so in order to just be safe and again wanting the best effects and best results for our clients and for ourselves, we don't recommend to use the two in conjunction with each other, and actually we recommend to wait a couple of weeks if you have used a form of retinoid or form of vitamin A, to wait 2 weeks before you begin the hydroxy acids, or you decide if you want to use the Lotion P50. So both of these ingredients, vitamin A, retinoid, tretinoin, all of those, versus hydroxy acids. So they are both exfoliating. They both are exfoliating. They're both very good at exfoliating. Retinoids are known to have extremely good anti-aging properties. Within our lotions, obviously the P50V, we have a lot of good anti-aging properties with that as well. Remember the sponge and the walnut, love the sponge. But the issue when you combine them is that when you add hydroxy acids onto your skin, it stays on the top layers of the skin. So it stays on the epidermis. Whereas when you add retinoids to your skin, you add them onto your skin, onto the epidermis, but they go through your epidermis, straight through your dermis and into your bloodstream. So they go through your body. And when that happens, that's why it takes 2 weeks for it to come out of your system, which is why we asked for that gap of 2 weeks. And the issue with the two is that because they're both exfoliating and they are entering the skin and or dealing with your skin in different ways, as you know, one is on top of your skin, one is going through your entire body, we don't quite understand how and when they meet and how they react with each other. All we know is that in the vast majority of cases that we see, it results in irritation, and that's not what we want. So that's the answer to that one. Okay, so I think I have gone through absolutely everything that I can think of. I hope that you guys have a wonderful evening and stay safe, stay well, and use your skincare. It makes you happy. Good night, guys. Bye.